All right, yeah, it's on.
You have an insane setup for a podcast, man.
Yeah,
I don't know if anyone's ever complimented you on your setup, but this is nuts.
yeah, it's just in the basement, in like the darkest basement ever.
Yeah, I mean, we're staring at furniture. But I appreciate you having me down here in front of this box of chips. And is your family like stockpiling for the fucking apocalypse? What is this?
Yeah, my dad, this is why I don't like bringing people here. I'd prefer to do it at other people's houses.
Oh, no, I get it now.
Because I'm like, just in this dark basement with a fucking bunch of chips and board games surrounding
There's so
us.
many board games.
Yeah.
How many editions of Battleship do you need? How do they even have multiple versions of that? It's the same game.
It's like NBA 2K. There's like a new one every year.
They just update the graphics.
Yeah. There's this like really fun Battleship game that I played on the computer, and like the music was like dun, 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 dun,
That's very
dun,
intense.
dun. Yeah.
Nice.
This is Mike O'Donnell. I should probably do an intro.
Very, very professional.
He is the host of A Boy in His Fridge with Manny Santiago. He makes multiple appearances on... Sorry, I wrote it down.
Do you have a questionnaire?
Falls Count, Anywhere.
There you go.
And he's open for Gallagher.
True.
And Shane Gillis.
True.
And anyone else.
Voss. I'll be opening for Voss next week.
Oh, word. Mike O'Donnell, everybody. How you doing today, Mike?
I'm all right, Tyler. I'm glad I drove an hour.
I actually I have like talking points.
Okay.
Yeah, I appreciate you coming down for this podcast.
Oh, no
driving
problem,
an hour
man.
and a half. How have you been?
I'm all right. I could be better, but you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you get vaccinated?
Not yet. No, I'm
No.
not. I'm waiting.
Yeah.
You know. Don't trust it.
I got hives actually.
Currently?
Like I had hives. Like
From your vaccine?
There's still like remnants. Like there. Like I had like hives for like 2 weeks.
Is it a side effect from the vaccine?
Yeah.
See, no, I don't like that.
Yeah.
Shouldn't be getting hives.
Like they asked me like, "Are you allergic to any of these things?" I'm like, "I don't even know what any of these things are." So I was like, "No," and then I got hives from it.
Yeah, that shouldn't be a side effect.
Yeah. Yeah. So you're a comic.
This is true.
Are you all right, man?
Yeah, I'm fine, man. I'm just trying to figure out what's going on. You're not even wearing a pink hoodie. Like, what is this?
I'm wearing a weekend shirt because I know you like.
It's not called the Weekend Podcast, Tyler.
I know it's.
It is the pink hoodie podcast.
Don't ruin the
right?
illusion, Mike.
All right. Oh, he's putting one on.
Yeah, that's one of the things we connected on.
The Weekend, yeah.
Oh, fuck. All right. We're back.
Still recording? Right.
Yeah, we're back. So,
leave in that, oh, fuck. Definitely leave that in.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, you guys have, like, a good, like, setup.
We don't. We really don't.
I saw, like, a video of you, like, with, like, professional, like, shit and stuff. Like, how do you...
a soundboard and a Zoom recorder. On
Okay.
a fucking poker table.
Well, I mean, it's better than this
Yeah,
setup.
I guess it's better than a
basement.
laptop.
A laptop and 2
chair.
USB microphones. We're fucking sitting on lawn furniture right
This
here.
is true. That's relaxing, though.
Yeah.
That's definitely comfortable.
So we were talking about The Weekend,
Okay.
and that was one of our first like
Is that how we
in-depth
bonded?
talks.
We bonded over a week ago?
I think we bonded one time when we got high in the
Oh, in the parking lot.
in the parking lot. Yeah.
Yeah, I corrupted you.
No, I've been corrupted before.
Okay.
Yeah. Tell them what I said.
Oh, you thought you could be a spy. It was like maybe like what? Like I want to say like 20 minutes after we got done smoking.
Yeah.
You were like, yo, I think I could be a spy. Like, you're 6'5". Right?
That made me laugh so hard when you're like, you're fucking 6'5".
You're too tall to be a spy.
Yeah. They are pretty short. Why aren't there a lot of like midget spies?
Odd Job.
Wait,
no, he wasn't a spy. He was an assassin.
He wasn't a midget though, was he?
Odd Job, he was pretty small.
He was short.
He's the smallest character in Goldeneye.
That is true. Do you like James Bond? I fucking love James Bond.
I'm a fan. I couldn't like go into detail.
Yeah, I have a fucking James Bond poster in my room.
Yeah,
which one? I got a garage sale.
Which James Bond?
Well, it has all of them except Daniel Craig because it was like made in like the 90s.
Okay.
So
I got real into the Daniel Craig James Bond.
Yeah, he's my favorite.
I want to say over quarantine, but I'm not positive about when it was. But I was like, oh, this is all I was watching.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Skyfall is like one of like
it's so good.
My favorite movies. It's like the Dark Knight of like Bond movies because it's like do you like a lot of like dark movies?
What do you mean dark?
Like in like subject matter. Like I like a lot of
fucked up movies.
Yeah, like I love like Taxi Driver and like Joker and like.
Yeah, it wasn't. I just watched Taxi Driver for the first time the other day.
Really?
Yeah.
I watched it with my girl. Literally.
I thought it was all right. Literally
the night before we went to the Comedy Zone, we saw you.
Oh, this past weekend?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry about that.
Yeah, your friend called me.
My friend was a little wilding out.
No, it's okay. I've gotten that before.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, I was like, "Oh, you have a joke where you call yourself a bisexual." He didn't just call you a.
Yeah, he kind of looks like Odd Job.
Does he? Odd Job was like Hawaiian. He's like Asian.
He's like a white Odd Job.
Yeah, I can see that.
He's
definitely the same height.
I don't think he'd be able to throw a hat that fast, though. No offense to your friend.
No, but the thing was, we talked about it a little bit on Boy in His Fridge. Because my buddy was like a super good wrestler in high school.
That guy?
Yeah. So like when he got like thrown out of the bar, like everyone was like, "You gotta fuck." Everyone got up and was like, "Dude, he'll fuck 90% of you up." Yeah. I promise you.
Wait, did he get thrown out that night?
Yeah.
Oh, really? We didn't stick around. That I wish.
Nah, you left like maybe half an hour before that happened.
Damn.
Yeah, you missed out, dude.
Darn it.
Should have stuck around. I bought you drinks and you dipped out.
My bad.
You're fine.
I appreciate the drinks.
Well, you're welcome, man. That's the least I can do for my friend calling you a is I'll buy you a White Claw or whatever the fuck I got you.
I do drink a lot of...
An Angry Orchard.
Yeah, I think it was an Angry Orchard I drank. So I think, not to like butter your bread too much, I think you're one of like the funniest fucking people in like the Harrisburg and like Lancaster comedy scene.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
I appreciate that. You know, I hear that a lot from everybody in the Harrisburg and Lancaster areas.
Yeah. So this compliment means nothing.
No, it means something. I always appreciate when someone compliments me.
Yeah. Who are some of your like favorite comics?
Favorite? Dave Attell, Patrice O'Neal, Nick Swartzen, Voss, Big J. Okerson, you know, a lot of those guys.
Okay. Word.
What about you?
I mean, I love like Louis and like Dave Chappelle and
Louis.
Burr. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot to name.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I'll go on record and say I did buy Louis' new special and I went and saw him live.
The one that was like $5?
It was $8.
Yeah, I bought that one.
Yeah,
that was a good special.
Really good special.
I lost a friend over that special.
Really?
Yeah. At
was it?
No, it wasn't.
I'll bleep that out, maybe.
But I had someone on Facebook. They're like, "Oh, if you are still supporting Louis C.K., like just delete me as a friend because like you're a shit person." It's just like, yeah, or I could just enjoy comedy.
Yeah, I fucking hate it when people do that. Like
I can separate. First, I don't even think Louis did anything that bad because he got permission. He even says it in that special. That was like one of the funniest jokes.
Yeah, at the end.
Oh yeah, if you ask somebody if you can jerk off in front of them, and they say yes, and you say, "Are you sure?" and they say yes, don't do it. That's a hilarious fucking.
That is a fucking bit. That is a fucking hilarious bit.
But I thought that was a really good special.
Yeah, me too.
I don't understand why people like act like that.
Yeah.
Like I have a friend today just posted something about what's that movie Wonder Wheel, something like that just came out.
What's that about?
I have no idea. But my buddy was like, I got the whole way through this movie and then I realized it was directed by Woody Allen, and he was upset about that. And then the very next comment was, but to be fair, it was a great movie.
I know, that's what
like, dude,
I mean.
Just fucking deal with it.
I don't. it like boggles my mind about how people like can't separate art from the artist. Like sometimes, like I get it if like something like happened to you, like specifically,
Yeah, no, he wasn't like
like if
molested by Woody Allen.
that
So
yeah,
he's-
if you were like molested, I would obviously have more empathy.
yeah,
But like if you're just like someone who wasn't molested and you're like,
yeah. Well, you know what I
or
mean?
like know someone that was molested, I don't get why people get so like upset.
I'm
Like
not gonna like read Moby Dick and be like, oh, that's bullshit.
yeah,
Fucking,
and like
my dad was killed by a whale. Like I know it's one of the greatest stories of all time.
I'd listen to you more if your father was killed by a whale and you were
Dude,
like, I hate Moby Dick.
I'd
But
be
if your
so much
dad
more
hasn't been killed by a
successful.
whale, like, get the fuck out of
It'd
here.
be such a good story.
Yeah. It's like, yeah, I've never read the Old Man in the Sea or whatever.
Yeah, all the like Huck Finn and all that. It's like, yeah, sorry.
Yeah, I just fucking hate people like virtue signaling about like everything.
Yeah, you
Like-
don't have to like be that good of a person.
Yeah.
Like, I don't even watch these movies, or read these books, or listen to
Yeah.
this music anymore.
It's literally like,
Like I'm still gonna listen to Marilyn Manson.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
I don't. What did he do?
Hey, like he might have tortured a girl. You know,
Oh, I didn't know.
he might have been very abusive to
Oh.
his ex girlfriend.
Yeah, that's
But,
not
you
good.
know,
but he still makes good
Some
music.
catchy tunes, man.
Yeah, like Frank Sinatra was like a fucking wife beater, and they
Yeah.
still play New York, New York every fucking
Yeah.
Dick Clark's
Everyone loves,
Rockin'
Everyone
Eve.
loves Michael Jackson. Despite
I-
people that are like, nah, we
I-
don't listen to him. It's
I have
like,
a Michael
bullshit.
Jackson T-shirt that I bought after the Leaving Neverland came out.
I bought a Ray Rice jersey after he hit his girlfriend in the elevator. Day of. As soon as that video came out, I was like, I gotta get one of these before they pull them.
It was on sale, the Michael Jackson T-shirt. I was like, man, it's pretty. I think you've seen it. You've probably seen it.
Yeah,
I've worn it
no,
a couple times.
I'm sure I've seen it.
I got shit from someone who was like drunk one time at college. He's like, he like molested people, you fucking asshole. Like, take off that shirt. And I was like, no.
Just be like, put on Annie, Are You Okay? Put on Smooth Criminal real quick and tell me you don't fucking sing or dance.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up.
Did you
remember
watch that documentary?
No, I should.
It
Manny
was-
watched it.
Who watched it?
Manny. He told me it's pretty graphic.
It is very graphic, but I honestly don't believe the people.
Well, I think they just went to court over that, and they were like, those dudes were like lying.
Yeah, like, cause like,
That was like just that. I saw it was like Michael Jackson innocent, like trending on Twitter the other day. I was like, he's dead.
yeah, that fucking pissed me off with like Oprah when they did that. Like, did you see that like round table? It was like Oprah and like the two guys who like claim that Michael Jackson like
No,
molested
I
them.
don't watch Oprah.
Well, me neither. It was just it was
No,
like
it was
it was like an it was on HBO like after it was like after Neverland or whatever, and it was like
Okay.
Oprah like interviewing them, and like she even like says like
She's like, really? He made you put your dick in water, really?
no, but she was like she's like, even if like this thing is like bigger than Michael Jackson, this is about like the victims, and I was like, okay, why but why do you have to like drag Michael Jackson's like name into like this? Because like she's like, I mean, I personally don't believe that he did that. He probably slept.
I'm sure he did.
I know he probably slept in the same bed with the kids. I don't think he like
I don't
stared
know.
at their buttholes. Like,
Yeah, I don't
thing
know
was.
what he did specifically, but you know, I know you shouldn't judge a book by its cover. But if you fucking dress like that and you carve your face up like that, I'm sure you're doing some fucking weird shit.
Yeah,
But that's my opinion.
yeah. I know he's a weird guy. He'd probably,
And even if he's molesting kids, dude, I'm still gonna play fucking Thriller.
yeah, me too. I mean,
I'm still putting R. Kelly on at a
Yeah.
fucking party. And if you don't like it, you just leave.
I'm not a huge R. Kelly fan, but I mean, like, it's not because he enslaved people.
Yeah, that's because he had a sex cult.
It's not because I just like don't like the music that much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You didn't have I Believe I Can Fly in your fucking
No, I do like that song.
school music book. I think every school's music program had to sing that.
Nah, I don't think that was like. I remember that song came out like we sang that at like Boy Scout camp a lot.
Remix to Ignition comes on. It's getting played. We're not gonna be like turn that off.
Yeah. There was a time I thought I was gonna. Speaking about molestation,
Yeah, let's keep talking about getting molested.
there was a time where I thought, like looking back, like I thought Oh, I definitely could have gotten molested at like Boy Scout camp.
I mean, that's the spot to do it.
Well, Cub Scout camp because I was like 7.
Impressionable and a
Yeah,
child.
because like this like guy like came into like me and my friends like tent. Like we had like a tent that we would like bunk together, and like he would like come in at
What, super late at night?
like late at night, and he gave us like
I'm just handing out hugs if you guys want one.
like we were like literally like laying like in our cots, and like he came in, he's like he gave us these like bouncy balls with like it was like an eyeball. He's like, I just want you to know that like someone's always watching over you.
And he gave you an eyeball when he said that?
Like an eyeball, like bouncy ball.
That's
Yeah,
terrifying.
yeah. I was like looking back, like when I had it, when I got it, when he like came over and like gave it to me, it's like cool. This guy's like a cool guy, and I was like, oh, I think he was trying to.
That
Like...
dude definitely owns a pair of shoes with mirrors on them. 1,000%. Yeah, you're lucky you didn't get molested.
Yeah, me too. I'm glad I didn't.
That's
Yeah.
probably 'cause
I'm
you
glad
had
I quit.
someone else in
I'm
your
glad I
fucking tent
quit
with
the
you.
Cub Scouts. Yeah, I don't know if he gave my friend a bouncy ball.
Well, he wasn't hot enough.
Yeah, there's like a lot of you heard about like a lot of like the Boy Scout.
Oh
people
no,
coming
dude!
out.
I was
Yeah.
a Cub Scout. I
Yeah.
totally I see where you're coming from.
Yeah.
There's definitely moments where I was like, oh yeah, I probably could have got molested.
Yeah, yeah,
And say I went to Catholic school and I had multiple chances.
yeah. How was that?
I was like, it was
mean,
alright.
You're not Catholic now, are you?
I mean, I
Well,
still
like, you're-
have Catholic guilt.
Yeah,
I'm just from being brainwashed for my entire childhood.
yeah,
But I mean, I don't go to like church and stuff like that.
yeah,
I've never like cursed and been like, oh, my bad, I better go to confession.
yeah,
You know, I just try to be a good person.
yeah. Me too. Even though I was raised Protestant or whatever, you still get a lot of guilt with Protestants.
Oh yeah. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna go to hell.
Yeah.
So,
I honestly still think that sometimes. Like,
all the time.
I'm like, because like I remember, like my dad taught me about hell like super early,
Yeah. Well, yeah.
like 4 or
when
5.
when you're super young and they're like, hey, if you fuck up, you're gonna burn for eternity. And
Yeah.
it kind of sticks with you.
It's like I would,
listened to your episode of The Cure.
Yeah,
with
it's
Audrey.
like it's like child abuse. I think to tell
Well,
like
it's
a
definitely
kid.
it's definitely psychological abuse.
Yeah, to like tell a kid that. Yeah,
That's like, I get it. I mean, it'll make you straighten up. It's definitely a good deterrent to be like, yo, act right.
yeah,
But it definitely has some long-term effects.
yeah. Like if I ever have kids, like I don't think maybe I'll take them like on Christmas, like maybe like once. I don't know. I have no idea.
I just feel like just figure it out.
I don't want to have.
If you want to believe
kids
in this,
for a
believe
while.
it. Like, I'm not gonna force you into something.
Yeah. Do you ever want kids one day?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Every time I think I want kids, I hang out near kids, and I'm just like, this is fucking horrible. Like,
Yeah.
I don't think I could do this at all. Like I just got breakfast the other day. It was like a family of like 9 kids just banging on the fucking table, screaming.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I can't.
Yeah.
I'll drown these kids in the fucking bathtub like Andrea Yates. Day 1.
Yeah. Fuck, what was that
That'd be
lady's
cool.
name? What was that lady's name who killed? Oh, Casey Anthony.
Casey Anthony?
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. She definitely did that.
Well, yeah. But she just put out a mixtape, but it's pretty good.
She put out a mix. Is she rapping now?
That was a joke.
Nice, dude. Young Casey Anthony.
Separating the art from the artist.
I'd listen to it.
Well, I would listen to it too.
If she put, I'd be like, you know what? Not bad.
There was I remember like someone like
If she dropped a fucking Kaylee line too.
I think this is the best one we've done.
Yeah. Talking about getting molested and Casey.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just trying to like branch out and talk about more like darker shit.
Oh, dude. I'm your guy.
Yeah.
Talk about whatever.
So you're raised Catholic.
Yes.
You want to talk more about that?
What do you want to know?
Like, what was like their dynamic like at like home and like church and shit about that?
You know what's crazy is even though I was raised like Catholic, my mom and dad, like, we never went to church on Sunday.
Yeah.
They just forced me to go to Catholic school. I don't think they wanted me in public school.
Yeah.
So they're like, well, we'll just ship you off to a private school.
Uh-huh.
And I think the only person like in my family was like super. My grandma and like grandpa were church every Sunday. You know
Yeah.
what I mean, no matter the weather. But like, I don't know. It was just a dumb dynamic.
Yeah.
I'd go to Catholic school, I'd come home, and my mom and dad like drank, cursing and all that stuff. So it's not like we were like the ideal. Hey, say grace before every meal. Like none of that happened.
Okay.
I think it was just to keep me out of just going to public school.
Yeah. Did they think you're gonna like go off the rails if you?
I mean, I
went to public
did when I
schools?
went to public school.
That's what happened to
I
me
was
when
like
went to
I was like a
college.
straight A student, and then I went to
Yeah.
public school and I started getting C's and D's.
Uh-huh.
Be surprised what happens when you start having fun. You stop paying attention to grades.
Yeah, I remember when I went off to Slippery Rock, like my second semester, I got like a 1.7 on my GPA.
Yeah, oh, dude, I was so smart. What happened, man?
Yeah, when I was at community college, I was on the fucking dean's list, and then I was like, oh, like I have like complete freedom, and like I live in a dorm.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna drink and get high most days.
dude.
That's when I landed up in the hospital.
It's like as soon as I went to public school, it's just like I'm not doing homework.
Yeah.
I'm just playing Xbox. Like fuck that. I mean, I've played video games since I was like 7. You know
Yeah.
what I mean, like nonstop. I'm pretty sure it's why my wrist is all fucked up.
Yeah.
Like, I'm pretty sure I have carpal tunnel. But I remember like when Xbox Live like first came out,
Yeah.
and I'm like, oh, well, you have to play it. You had to play it in the living room because they're like, we don't want you talking to strangers in your room over a headset. I was like, oh yeah, that's fine. It's just my parents just watch me play games. I'm like, fuck you, you pussy.
I was never allowed to do that. Like, I just got a PS3 like 3 years ago.
Damn,
I wasn't allowed to have any video game systems because they thought it would
you missed out.
They thought it would take away from my studies.
I mean, it took away from mine.
I mean, I still got shit grades.
Nah, definitely Halo fucked up a lot of my academics.
Yeah.
You know, is that your PS? Oh shit, it's right there.
Yeah.
There you go.
Can play fucking split second after this.
There you go. NHL 2008.
I mean, I think I still have the NHL. Like, it's called NHL Legacy. It's like the latest one. It's like 2013, I think.
Yeah, do you want to play Blades of Glory? The Nintendo hockey game.
I don't have it.
I know you wouldn't get that.
I did have a GameCube for a minute.
There you go.
I sold it because I had to pay for fucking books for college.
That's so sad.
I also had almost every season of The Simpsons on DVD, and then I sold them for books for college.
Nice. I never had to sell any of my stuff for like school stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like when I only went to community college for a semester,
Mm-hmm.
and I took math, history, and English, like basic.
Yeah.
I dropped out of math.
Mm-hmm.
And
did you get a hack?
Yeah.
That's where I went.
Yeah, that was fun. You know,
Yeah.
when you fucking look left and like the dude's 60 years old, and you're just like, what the fuck is the point of all this?
Yeah.
But I mean, you at least graduated. I did one semester. And I was like, I'm done.
Yeah, I mean, it's not for everybody, honestly.
Definitely not.
Like I hate it when like people are like, you gotta go to college. And I was like, why? Like I was literally gonna be a fucking business major just because my brother did it and I didn't know what I wanted to do.
Yeah.
And then I took business classes and I was like,
Well,
I passed it with like a 71.
I think
like
if you
C-.
go to college, like it's such a commitment, you should be going for something you want to go for. It shouldn't be like you're going just because like everyone's like you have to go.
Yeah.
You should be going because like, oh, I want to be a doctor or I
Yeah.
want to be a lawyer or whatever the fuck. Because you have people now like getting like just like fake degrees.
Yeah,
You know
like
what I mean?
mine, like communication.
Yeah, communication. I mean, that'll help you out with something, I'm sure.
Yeah.
But like when you have like a gender science degree and
Oh,
shit,
yeah.
like you know what I mean? It's just like I don't know any job that's
Women's
like
studies.
you better have this. Like, all right,
I took
just all that work to get a job at fucking Chipotle.
Yeah.
Hack had a class on, it was like zombies. I remember, I'm never. It was zombies or like cryptozoology. It was fake, like you know what I mean, like the Loch Ness
Okay.
monster and shit like that.
Interesting.
And I was just like, you're paying a lot of money for that degree will never help you out.
Yeah. I actually wanted to be like an actual zoologist for like a minute.
A zoologist is fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I wanted to be a fucking zookeeper.
But if
like
you're like-
fucking Kevin James.
I went to college for 4 years to study Bigfoot. And like, you threw your money away. You might as well just burned it.
Yeah.
I don't know. But yeah, I never sold any of my stuff for books. I did give stuff away to try and get pussy though, and I wish I didn't.
Wow.
I remember I gave away.
Tell me everything.
I gave away a binder of Pokemon cards, which were probably worth
a lot now.
a lot of money. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Just because this girl was like, my brother's super into Pokemon. I was like, oh, well, I have a bunch of cards here. Yeah, I'm a cool dude. And then that didn't work out. And it's like, damn, dude, I got rid of all my Pokemon cards. Fuck. If that's one thing you can take away from this podcast, is don't give your stuff away.
Yeah.
I don't care how much it'll impress that girl.
Yeah.
Keep your stuff.
So how'd you guys start A Boy in His Fridge with Manny?
Just one day it was like, fuck it, everyone else has a podcast. I think that's how most podcasts start.
Yeah.
It's just like, I'm funny, right?
Mm-hmm.
My friends would want to listen to me. Honestly, a lot of it came down to like, besides everyone having a podcast, it was like, I know just talking and talk. Like, there's not a big comedy scene.
Yeah.
In Harrisburg.
Uh-huh.
So it's like, well, here's me. I can talk for an hour.
Yeah.
And just work on riffing and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Our podcast fucking makes no sense.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't think anyone's really like tuning it. Like, no, I really enjoy what's the difference between a Stromboli and calzone? Kind of like, you know what I mean? It's just us bullshitting.
Yeah.
But I think that definitely, like, that's helped me significantly with like just writing jokes and like my crowd work and stuff like that. Because we're just going off on like nonsense.
Yeah.
So it's one of those things where it's like, I don't even care if like people listen to it. It's more of like a practice for me and Manny.
Okay, word.
But I do want people to listen to it. A Boy in His Fridge.
Yeah.
Wherever you listen to podcasts.
I'll link it in the bio.
Thank you.
I think this is going good.
Yeah, it's all right.
Yeah.
We're 51 in, but there's probably 20 minutes of fucking dead air.
There was a lull in the middle there. Then we got back on our roll.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, it's just, I'm an open book, man. It's whatever you want to talk about. I'll go off on it.
What's something that you like upsets you?
I
Like,
don't want to talk about that. Upsets me in general,
like a topic, like maybe it's like a political thing or like just like something people do. Like what are some of your pet peeves?
Pet peeves. I'll tell you what bugs me, like from a comedy
Perspective.
That's the word I was looking for. Thank you. Is when people correct my grammar. That's it gets on my nerves a little bit when like people that like just started out start being like, so like, you know, when do I start getting all this stuff?
Yeah.
And it's like, don't fucking ask me that.
Yeah.
Like, first off, I'm not you.
Yeah.
I can't tell you.
Yeah.
But you gotta like find your own like path.
Yeah.
Shit like that.
Mm.
I don't like people that just randomly talk to you. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like,
are you talking about like other comics or like?
no, just like in general. Like if you're just doing your own thing. Like,
Oh, yeah.
I used to tell a bit, like if you ever want someone to talk to you, just put headphones on.
Yeah.
Because for some reason someone will come up to you and just be like, what's going on, man? Just
Yeah.
like, I don't even fucking know you, dude.
Yeah.
Like, with this job I'm at now, there's like, I don't like people that like, they just act like they've been there. Does that make sense?
Oh yeah, like yeah,
Like a dude coming up to me and just like, man, working hard or hardly working? It's just like, I don't even fucking know you. Dude, don't talk to me.
Yeah.
Like, that bugs me when people act like they know you.
Yeah.
So they're just like, all buddy. It's like, dude.
Do you think they're like trying to like get something out of you, like when they?
I don't know if it's something like that. It just like feels like it's like pretentious. Is that the word?
I don't know.
Probably not. I'm dumb.
Pretentious is like they think you're, like they're better than you. I think.
I don't know.
I don't know.
That stuff gets me.
Yeah.
It always bugs me.
When people think they're like better than.
Yeah, because they're not, dude.
Yeah.
No one's better than me.
Goddamn right. You're a
Goddamn
fucking
right.
king.
There it is.
We high fived.
Again. That's like our third high five. No, shit like that. Just like that shit happened to like Manny. I remember this dude just came in.
Yeah.
We were sitting there talking, and he just came in. He was like, Manny, ¿cómo estás? Just like, dude, what in your mind thought you would just walk up and start speaking Spanish?
Yeah.
Like, oh, this is gonna be.
Does like Manny even like speak Spanish?
Yeah,
Okay.
he does. But it's one of those things. It's like, what made you think?
Was this a white person?
Yeah, this is like, oh, I'm gonna go into this conversation, but like, I'm gonna start speaking Spanish.
Did Manny even know this person?
No.
Yeah, fuck that.
You know what I mean? Or it's like if you see me like fucking with my friends, like if I call like I'm like, oh Tyler, you fucking dickhead.
Yeah.
And then like my buddy did. And he's
Yeah.
like, yeah, Tyler, you fucking dick. He'd be like, whoa, dude.
Yeah.
Like that stuff bugs me.
Like you can call me like
yeah, like
but like
if you know me, I'm
Yeah.
cool with you
Yeah.
like freaking being an asshole.
yeah.
But if you don't know me, it's just like, what are you I don't understand why that comes off like you can do that.
Yeah. They like see other people do it and they're like, I want to be one of the boys or whatever. And they're like, no, I don't fucking know you. Get the fuck out of here.
Like we had that I don't know if you were there for it. This dude came in and he was like, who's the host? And man, he was like, that guy. He was like, what, this fat dickhead over here? I was just like, oh, this is my first time meeting you. All right. It's like shit like that. It's just like, all right, man, here we go.
Like this is, yeah, fuck that.
So like, I think it's like an overconfidence. I don't like people that are super confident in themselves.
Yeah.
I think that's what it comes down to.
Like I think I'm like a pretty confident person, but I know when to like shut the fuck up or like boundaries. I think with people. Yeah, because like at the Comedy Zone, like I know like not to overstay my limit.
Yeah,
like,
I also think
I know you're like doing stuff.
You're the kind of person that if you're in a public setting,
yeah,
you're not like I should try to talk to everyone here.
Yeah,
guy reading a book. What's up, dude?
Yeah. Hello.
Yeah, it's working.
Yeah.
But yeah, that stuff bugs me.
Uh-huh.
I don't like super woke people.
Yeah, me neither.
That really gets me.
Yeah.
I don't love the virtue signaling.
Yeah.
Shit like that.
I like I was like trying to like write a bit about this, but like I didn't want to like offend anybody, but it was like I hate like when people like virtue signaling, like I was like, you don't give a shit about Asian people, like about, about like
no, I get that.
About like what happened. And I was like, I went to fucking high school and college with you. I've never seen you even speak to an Asian person. Like stop acting like you're fucking Jesus Christ to like Asian people. Like you don't give a fuck.
You're doing a lot. I think a lot of people do that shit just for clout on the internet. You know what I mean? Does it make sense? Like I see a lot of people like when you're changing your profile picture on Facebook.
Yeah.
With the banner
that you're
I
vaccinated
stand
or whatever.
for this fucking place. Like you don't even know where that place is.
Yeah.
Like shut the fuck up. I've never seen you talk about Paris one time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And like I've been seeing a lot of people do like on like Facebook, like I'm vaccinated now. Like they change their profile picture.
Yeah.
And there's like a banner that you can put on.
Sorry, unvaxxed people. It's like, okay.
Yeah, that's one of my biggest things that annoys me too. That's why I like never like post anything.
Like it's crazy that you can vote and you can get vaccinated.
Yeah.
You don't have to put it online.
Yeah.
You don't have to take a picture and be like, right here, bitches. Look at that. Here's a filter.
Like I've seen so many fucking
It's
people on like Instagram and Facebook just like posting pictures with the fucking like their card with like their vax card.
Yeah.
And I was like I don't
if
give
your
a
bio
fuck.
is like, it's like, oh, here's my pronouns. Black Lives Matter. Stop Asian hate. Blue wave. It's like multiple.
Fully vaxxed.
It's just like, dude, who is that for?
Yeah.
Like, it can't be for you. There's no way. You're like, here's everything about me right now.
You know
And I mean,
you know what I
cool
think?
If you, I'm not like against like, just go ahead, support all that shit, but it's just like you don't have to like shove that in everyone's face. Like,
I'm not.
Don't make your identity. This is
being
me.
woke. I feel like that's just becoming.
This is me. Don't call it a
traits.
master bedroom. All right, that's offensive.
Yeah, that's like nitpicking shit like that, like the master bedroom and stuff. Just like what are you doing? Like there's kids dying like in other parts of the country, and there's like child soldiers, and like you're concerned about the master bedroom being offensive to like 4 people.
That was a thing like we used to talk about a little bit where there was a point, and I mean it's still a thing where you can go online and it doesn't matter what the article is about.
Yeah.
Someone will turn it into a political thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It could be like the one I saw, it was like, oh, Red Lobster, the fucking endless shrimp or whatever is coming back to And then like the first comments were like, we were in there and we got kicked out for wearing Trump hats. I guess this is Biden's fucking America. And it's just like, okay.
Yeah. Like I'm definitely like would consider myself like a liberal person, but like I literally don't give a fuck what other people like believe, because I'm like friends with like a decent amount of like my whole family is like.
I'm sure you don't see someone wearing a fucking Make America Great Again hat and you're just like, hold on guys, I'll take care of this. It's just like, just let the person live their fucking life.
Yeah, like I'm not gonna like, I don't want to impede on other people's, like I'm not
gonna be like, get out of my fucking store.
Yeah.
You know,
like I'm not gonna be like a dick just because someone believes something that I don't
like
agree
you have a
with.
counter, like you're not on the same
Yeah.
wavelength as me.
Yeah. That's what like a lot of like liberal people, like I've been guilty of this, but like looking down at like certain like conservative stuff, which I've been guilty of in the past, but like I don't know, I've been trying to work on bettering that part of me and just being like, oh, these are just like, this is gonna sound like new agey, but it's like everyone is like you, like in a different like circumstance, like you would be this person if you grew up
if
this
was
person
my setting,
with
then
this
I would be exactly like that.
Yeah, I don't know. That's my new agey
I
spirituality bullshit.
I totally get it. That's just shit like that like annoys me. Like
Yeah.
I own guns, and then I still have people message me like, you know they're gonna take your fucking guns away, right? It's like, they're not.
Yeah.
They've been saying that
Wait,
for
who says that?
multiple people I'm friends with on Facebook, saying
Like
that
Republican people or liberal people?
it's mostly Republicans that are like, you know, this whoever's in charge is gonna take your fucking guns away, right? Have you never heard that argument?
I mean, it just sounds so ridiculous that they would take your guns.
Yeah,
Especially because you.
I'm surprised you've
own
not
them.
heard that.
Mike, I like try to stay out of like as much political shit as I can.
Obama's coming for your guns. Okay.
With Bruce
Joe Biden's coming for
Bruce
your guns.
Springsteen's coming for your guns. They got that podcast.
President Kamala Harris is coming for your guns.
Did you hear about that thing about Memorial Day? People were giving her shit about.
Because she said, have a nice long weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah, and everyone was like, what the fuck? You need to talk about the goddamn truth. Like,
Yeah.
okay.
I didn't get why people were mad, but I was like, I'm not mad.
People just look for reasons to be upset.
Yeah. Do you think, like, I don't know.
I don't think anybody that saw that tweet actually gives a fuck.
Yeah. They just want, like points for, like, their team.
They're just like, look, can you fucking believe? Look, this guy would have said something. It's like, no, they wouldn't have. Because here's them last year saying, have a nice long weekend.
Yeah.
They're like, that's different. Like,
Yeah.
It's all bullshit.
Yeah. That's why I'm not, like, registered as, like, a Republican or Democrat.
Yeah, I don't vote.
Yeah. I didn't want to vote, but...
Did you feel like you had to?
I felt like
Did you feel like you were pressured into it? Because your friends are like, you're a part of the problem if you don't fucking vote.
Low-key, kinda. I mean, I voted for Biden, but I mean, like, I didn't want to vote at all. Because, I mean...
Yeah.
It is what it is.
No, we've talked about that, where they're like, well, if you're not voting, that's a vote for this. But like, no, it's not a vote. It's actually no vote for anyone.
Like, I hate it when people are like, it's your, like, civil duty. Like, you're not being an American if you don't vote.
Like, I'm being the most American to not vote.
Yeah.
Don't have to do anything.
Like,
Manny voted for Kanye. Which so did a couple other thousand people.
I regret voting for Biden.
You could have voted for Kanye, dude.
Should have voted for Kanye.
And you didn't.
He's crazy though. Like his like policies, like
Yeah. Do you think he would have been the fucking worst option?
No.
It doesn't, dude. I'm telling you, nothing. None of it matters.
Yeah. Did you see his fucking campaign like thing?
Dude, we're all getting free shoes.
No, it was like his like speech where he like broke down about how he like almost like aborted his like daughter, and then he was like just talking about how like...
Was that before or after he pissed on his Grammy?
That was after.
It was after?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was going through some stuff.
Yeah. I feel bad for Kanye, low-key.
Yeah, you feel bad for that millionaire.
No, just like this mental state, because
Oh.
like he's been through a lot. His mom, daddy almost like died in that car accident. He's getting divorced. He has a lot of like
Well, Tyler,
mental
that's your
problems.
fucking privilege talking, because there's a lot of people whose moms died that aren't millionaire rappers.
That's a good place.
Just end it on that.
Do you
End it
want to
on
keep
Kanye's
going?
dead
I want
mom.
to keep talking, but I don't know how long you.
We can talk about what time is it. I like that we both couldn't open our phones. 4:51. I can talk for like another like 20 if you want.
Okay.
If you know what to talk about.
I do like talking about things that like what makes people like upset.
Yeah, I mean it's that.
Yeah.
It's having a different opinion.
Yeah.
I think you should be allowed to say whatever you want if it's a joke.
I agree with that. I just
As long as it's clearly a joke.
yeah. But it's like people have lost like their ability to be like, no, that's like a statement that you made.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there's also a thing is if you say something like if you make a racist joke or something like a sexist joke and someone in the crowd laughs and their friends see them laugh, then they're like, well, you laughed at that. You're a fucking racist.
Yeah.
Like, well, I'm not a racist.
Yeah.
Like, if it's funny, it's funny.
Yeah.
It's a gut reaction.
joke.
You'll inherently just start laughing.
Like you can't stop.
There's nothing you can do about
Yeah.
it. Like if you're drinking something, you'll spit your drink out.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think people are too sensitive.
I agree
And that's
with
not
that.
me being like, I should be allowed to say the fucking N-word on stage if I want. It's just like, no, I should be allowed to make a joke.
Yeah.
And if people are like, that's fucked up, I'm just like, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
It's not real.
Yeah, that's why like
Like, anytime I do my race car bed joke, where I say I brought a Puerto Rican girl home, my bed was on cinder
Yeah.
blocks. There's a lot of people in the crowd when I do that. They're just like, how fucking dare you?
let me guess that they're white people.
Yeah, they're all white.
Yeah.
Puerto Rican people laugh.
Yeah. That is true. I hate like
90% of the time, it's white people being like, well, I can't. No,
yeah,
that's fucked up.
that's one of the things that also bothers me, like white people getting on like offended on behalf
Of other people.
yeah, like it's not
Yeah.
about you. Like stop making everything about yourself, you fucking selfish prick,
Yeah.
you know?
Like, but yeah, you know what I mean? It's just like,
Yeah.
it's not, everything I said is nonsense.
Yeah.
It's not, it's clearly a joke. I'm
Yeah.
not really like, someone stole the wheels off my race car bed.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
just fucking calm down.
Yeah.
And that happens with, it doesn't even have to be something like that. You can literally say like, oh, you can make, I've seen it happen where people have made jokes about the military to someone in the military. Like,
Yeah.
they're like, oh, what are you in the Coast Guard? Or like, oh, we got boats. And people in the back are like, he's making fun of the fucking troops.
Yeah.
It's like to a troop and he's laughing.
I know.
Like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah. God,
It's
I
so
agree with
wild.
you a lot about that. Like I remember
And the more you do comedy, the more you'll see that.
yeah.
Especially if you start saying wild shit. And you're like,
Yeah.
"What the fuck? These people are weird."
Yeah. I remember someone we know did a joke about his life about like doing like drugs, and then like some guy at the mic like complained to like Phantom Power about
yeah?
about like because he's like my son died of a heroin overdose, but like the joke was
Like, that sucks.
the joke was like literally about this person's like life.
Yeah.
And he's
But,
like-
"Oh, I'm not allowed to talk about it."
Yeah, he's
I
just
did
like-
it.
Yeah, and he's like my son is
That
dead.
that shit always blows my mind too.
yeah. It's like I'm sorry
Because
that your son died,
even if
but
you say like my brother killed himself,
yeah,
right? I could do a suicide joke on stage,
and people would get
and
mad
someone
at
could
you.
be like, "You can't joke about that because my mom killed herself," and I could be like, "Okay, my brother killed himself," and they'd be like, "You still can't joke about it."
Yeah.
Like,
that,
it's like
that makes
I
zero
actually,
sense to me.
honestly, I know what you've been through,
Yeah,
and they're like, "It doesn't matter." Like,
it does matter though. I don't
yeah,
get why
it's
people
so
are like,
stupid. Like if you don't like a joke, I'm a firm believer. If you don't like a joke, like just don't laugh
yeah,
or just leave the room.
Yeah.
It's really that simple.
Yeah.
Like I've heard stuff that I don't like or I don't agree with.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't fucking call the owner of the place and be
Yeah.
like, I never want to see them again.
And complain.
I just go, all right.
Yeah.
Just don't laugh.
Yeah. Just fucking walk out.
Let's go. It's whatever.
Yeah.
You make jokes.
I made a couple people walk out one time. Oh, fuck. This is what I wanted to talk to you about that I...
All right. See, I'm glad we kept talking.
Yeah. We were on a show together about a month and a half ago.
Oh, the fucking train car show?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was like in Northumberland.
Yes.
Pennsylvania.
Railway station.
Yeah. Which is like in the middle
a
of...
restaurant.
It's in like the middle of nowhere. It was like an hour and a half away. And it was me, you, Audrey, this guy named Jason Imler, and this woman who's
Are You Yeti?
Are You Yeti? Her stage name was Are You Yeti?
She sucked.
Yeah.
Oh my god, did she suck? That was horrible.
I want you to talk about exactly.
Tyler, she was so bad. Someone YouTubed cricket noises to play during her set. You know how funny that is?
Yeah.
That's hilarious. That they're like, there's no crickets, but there should be.
Yeah. That was... I remember like it was me and Audrey sitting at the table and just like watching it and be like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
Like she told like a...
Horrible.
It was like someone...
It wasn't jokes.
I
don't think she's ever done comedy.
Yeah.
If she's done comedy, she did it maybe twice up to that point.
I don't think she's ever talked in front of a group of more than 4 people before.
Yeah. She probably did like a Zoom comedy show. It was like, I'm ready for the real thing. It's like, no, you're not.
And
also, Zoom comedy shows piss me off.
Yeah.
Go ahead, continue.
I did 2 of them and I was like, that's
this
it.
Is gay.
That's it. And yeah. She was just telling like incoherent a story about her dog. And then like you said, they did the crickets, and then I went up and I was like, the guy who YouTubed the cricket noises was the funniest part of that set.
Yeah.
And that did really well. And then it was more of like a conservative crowd, and then those two people
that were outside.
They were
like,
talking.
You can make fun of us.
Yeah, it was this like drunk guy and his like meth doing
His wife. She had the Sobe gecko tattoo on her neck. Who'd have thought she'd be a problem?
Yeah.
The girl with the lizard neck tattoo.
And yeah, and then I was having a decent set, and then I started talking about like how I got like a hand job.
Yeah, you started getting all gay with your set in front of a crowd that was like, oh, we don't like that.
And then I lost the crowd, and then the guy outside was like heckling me, and like I just like kind of like lost it, and just like I called him like a cunt.
Yeah.
Like 5 times, and then the audience was just like, oh. And then you came out and you destroyed.
Yeah. Well, what was the point you were trying to make?
I don't know.
We were talking about people getting upset by jokes.
Oh, I don't know. I just thought it was funny. Like that night was kind of just like weird. Like,
yeah.
Are You Yeti?
I mean, yeah, that lady was a fucking nightmare. That whole showcase was just like.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's whatever. That's part of comedy.
Yeah.
You're gonna have worse than that.
Yeah.
So like I always tell people, there was a time at the Comedy Zone, the front like 4 tables weren't there. Because they had a band there, and they tried to turn it into like a dance room for while the band was there.
Yeah.
And I remember all these people signed up for the open mic, and they're just like, the tables aren't here. They're like, yo, the tables aren't. What are we gonna? No one's gonna be able to sit. And I was like, you guys are gonna be telling jokes in a fucking pizza shop. Like, don't worry about the fucking tables.
Yeah.
And it threw people all night. They could not focus on their fucking shit. And it's just like, if you don't worry about this, like I'm telling you right now, it's like you're gonna be doing comedy in fucking war zones.
Yeah.
Like you're gonna be like, why the fuck am I doing this?
Yeah.
Like it gets so much worse.
Yeah. I remember I did a mic at in this guy's basement, and it was like dirty.
This?
Basically,
What we're doing right now?
It was like darker, and like there was spiders, and like they had like an amp and like a microphone.
Yeah.
And I was like, there's like at least a 30% chance that I might like not make it out of here.
Yep.
They closed the door on us. It was like
That's
2
comedy,
years
man.
ago.
And then you perform for fucking that guy's friends.
Yeah.
And then you bomb. You're just like,
And
I'm
they're
gonna
all
fucking
just like
kill
super
myself.
high,
This
and they're
is
like not even paying attention.
Stupid as fuck. I did a show in a fucking VFW in Colombia.
I thought at first second I thought you said I did a show in a BMW.
In a BMW. Yeah, we're in the back of a car. There was one guy there. He was my Uber driver. I've done that too, where you get an Uber, you're like, I'm a comic. They're like, oh, tell me a joke. And then you tell them like your best joke, and
they don't let,
All right, yeah, I'm sure you got other ones.
I'm like low key, like I don't want to tell people that I do stand up because then they're always like, oh, tell me a joke, and then they like expect you to be funny like all the time. I was like,
yeah,
like what do you do? I'm like, I'm a Grubhub driver.
Like, yeah, it happens. But I did a show at a VFW in Colombia, and I'm never. That's the worst I ever bombed in my life. Like literally just a lady being like, boo, you
Damn.
suck. Just like all these jokes that like kill.
Yeah.
Like normally, like my actual set.
Yeah.
Fucking just ate shit for fucking 30 minutes.
Damn.
And then afterwards she was like, honestly, you were pretty funny. I was like, why are you doing this to me?
That's funny.
Like that's comedy. And that's one thing too. I'm still working on it. I don't consider myself a super good comic. I'm still learning.
What are you no.
Just hear me out.
All right.
I'm still learning. You know what I mean? I just did. You were there for the Phantom Power show. That lady
The outside
was like,
one?
Yeah, we're done with outside shows.
Yeah.
And we proceeded to just make fucking jokes about molesting that lady's kid for 10 minutes.
Yeah.
I did the come on my wrist joke.
Mm-hmm.
Did I tell you that one? It's my girlfriend's young enough that before she swallows my cum, I have to put some on my wrist to make sure it's not too hot for her. And that's a joke about fucking a baby.
Yeah.
So I did that Thursday.
At the Comedy Zone?
Crushed.
Yeah.
Did it Friday. Dead silence. The crowd was like, what the fuck did he just say?
Was this the show that me and Jenna were at?
Yeah.
Okay, we got there a little bit late.
Yeah, you missed it.
Yeah.
But I did that Friday. I mean, no, not the comics laughed. That was it. Everyone else was like, what the fuck is this dude talking about?
Yeah.
Did it Saturday. Crushed.
Yeah.
And the reason it was working the first two times, or the first time and the last time, it was because I reeled them in. Like, I fucking was like, hey, you guys like me. You guys like me. You guys like me. Here you go. I'm like, But when you just go straight out the fucking gate.
Yeah, they're like, what the fuck do I do with this?
So if you do a darker... if you do a darker subject...
Yeah.
Or something like that, you got to have them on your side first.
Yeah.
I mean, like, get like 3 or 4 like consistent, like, oh yeah, this guy is fucking good. And then if you go into it and you see I'm like tense,
yeah,
you gotta like
ease them in and not
reel them back a little bit. Just like, yeah, calm down.
Yeah.
I struggle with it. I always see people struggle with it. I'm like, that's when people are like, oh, the joke's not funny. It's like, no, the setup probably isn't working. And that's the problem.
Like you jumped in like the deep end and
you just went full on.
Yeah.
You know, if you open with a rape joke, it's probably not going to work.
Yeah.
But if you do it as like your 3rd or 4th joke, there's a chance it will work.
Yeah, that's true.
As long as your other jokes are working.
Yeah. That's good advice.
I try to help people, man. Like I said, I don't really know what I'm talking about.
No,
but I have a little bit more experience than like you do.
Yeah.
So I can tell you from firsthand.
Yeah. How long have you been doing it?
10 years.
Wow.
Right? I could have been so much successful if I did something else. I should have went to school to be an electrician or something.
I'm glad you do comedy.
Yeah, me too. It definitely helps with life.
Yeah. I honestly can't imagine like what I would like do like if I didn't have stand up. I mean like
I'd probably work in an office job and then end up killing my coworkers.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, definitely having a good sense of humor.
Yeah.
Takes a lot of fucking like the daily like, oh, this all sucks.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, whatever. Like I just talked about dying the other day for like maybe 10 minutes straight over breakfast. Like we're just eating pancakes and it was
With Manny?
nah, that was with Casey.
Okay.
It was just like, oh, this French toast was so good that it made me forget that I will eventually die.
Yeah.
And I was like, I believe in hell. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
it's one of those things where I was like, oh, well, at least while I'm burning, I'd be like, damn, fucking syrup was on point.
That was
You
some
know?
good French toast.
That was, yeah. A little fucking ice cube. Cool off. Shit like that. Other people get real weirded out if you bring up death. They're like, oh, dude, no.
Yeah. Honestly, I used to be like super like afraid of death. I'm still like don't want it to happen soon.
Oh, well, it could happen at any moment.
I know, that's the thing.
Damn, how cool would that have been?
That would have been super cool.
I guess this podcast
if I
would have never
died.
came out.
You just take my computer,
Yeah.
upload it under a boy in his fridge, call it Mike.
That's the Patreon.
Mike kills Tyler.
Mike killed Tyler.
An hour and 28 minutes in.
1 hour 20. You can skip to 120.
Or it could just be like a 30-second episode where you're just like,
Be a good,
you bring up death and you're just like,
be a good TikTok.
just audio TikTok.
Yeah. Do you want to end it on death? We can end it on death.
Let's end it on death.
All right. Thank you for listening.
Thank
We're all gonna
you.
die.
We're all gonna die. Thank you for listening. Follow Mike on Facebook and Instagram. Listen to A Boy in His Fridge. I'll link that in the description.
There you go.
Thank you, Mike, for driving.
Yeah, thank you
An
for
hour and
having
a
me,
half.
buddy. Appreciate it.
Of course, thank you.